Hey everyone, how are you? Hope that you're all well. Welcome to our first Cousins Cuppa and Chat video. We hope you're going to enjoy this. We've been chatting already backstage, so hopefully, as you guys come and watch us, you can hopefully put some comments in because I don't know if there are. I can't see where it can go, but it doesn't matter. But we'll just hopefully things will work out. So yeah, we decided we wanted to do a cousins chat because although we text each other most days, don't we, honey?
Yes, we do.
And
That's quite frequently.
it's good to do. It's nice to just get some cousin time.
Yeah, get a little cousin time
Yeah,
and talk books, shop, whatever. You know.
exactly. So Sonia, I don't know if you guys did you vlog your part of your weekend away with Dan?
I
The
did.
Indian part.
Uh, I haven't made the video yet, but I didn't want to create a whole vlog of it just because it was more about Dan and not necessarily the
Absolutely. Yeah.
channel. But there were parts of it that I filmed. Like we did go to some bookstore. We tried to find cool things to do because it was 100 degrees and like 87% humidity. So you're breathing soup outside. Um, but I did film some interesting things. It is a college town that we went to, so it was kind of, it's artsy and had kind of a little different vibe. Um, I will probably, I don't know if I'll create like a whole vlog because to be honest, my vlogs don't do very well. I may add it into a like a book chat or something to that.
Yeah, it's interesting you sort of see your vlog. The vlog that I put up the other day, yesterday, is doing really well.
That's great. That's
Which
great.
is strange, which is really is great. I'm loving it. But
Mhm.
remember when we were talking, I'm finding it. It's just
There is no rhyme or reason to YouTube.
no.
There's all these people that make videos and they're like, oh, this is how you get into the algorithm and this is how you do that. I call baloney on that. I think it is luck and, like right now, what people are busy, they're doing all their traveling and summertime and all of that. So, not getting a lot of views. When we have, a lot of snow or it gets colder, people tend to look, people, I don't know. I quit trying. I'm just having fun.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
This is a hobby and, yeah, I mean, I like anything that pays money because I like money, but, if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's a hobby, and I'm meeting great people through it,
Mhm.
and I've met a cousin, which is even better.
Yes, that's right.
So,
Um,
do you think we
with
should explain why
why we're cousins.
yeah.
Well, I did over over COVID, like everybody else, I was bored. And I did a family search of starting with just, my grandparents and just started backtracking in my lineage, basically. Found that the first Scot in the United States is one of my relatives. It's like I don't remember exactly how many, I think it's like 12th or 13th great grandparent and started tracing back into clans and all of that. And I have McFarlane is a name that pop multiple times. And we found that you have McFarlane in your line as well. So we've just decided we are somehow cousins.
Well,
Uh,
yeah. I mean, the fact that you got McFarlane from Sky, from the Island of Sky, we got McFarlane's from the Island of Sky.
mm,
It's probably very, very likely
yeah.
that there is a relation there, by via marriage or whatever. So,
Right. Well, I mean, and if you go back far enough, aren't we all related?
but yeah, we're all related anyway. So yeah, so that's how we worked out that we were probably very, very, very likely to be cousins, which is great.
More than likely, yes. And, the more I've learned about just even like Scottish culture and like just even the physicalities of people who are from that, which explains a lot of things of me that I've never understood. Like, I flush easy and, um, the skin color and, the freckling and all of that. It's like, okay, yeah, this is totally, I have Irish hair. I
Yeah.
apparently that's when it's straight on top and girly on bottom. Well, I totally have that.
Mhm.
You just learn things about the culture and it helps you learn. I think helped me learn about me.
Yeah,
And to understand, because I'm the only one in my family that looks like me. So I'm the only bigger person. I'm the only one with red hair. I am the only one with pale skin. They all are like, they olive tan really well. I do not. I do. My mother has the same color eyes I do, but
Cool.
so it was, it's like, okay, now I understand why I didn't get the French part. I got, this part.
You got the Scottish part.
I got the Scottish part.
You got the Scottish part. So we shall. We have some comments.
Oh yeah.
Hi Emily. Hello. What else is Emily saying? I'm working this morning, so happy to have you all on the background. We are very happy to be keeping you company while you're working.
Absolutely.
Are you working from home, Emily, or are you working out of home?
In office.
In office, yeah. Erica, hello, so glad to be joining in. We are very glad to have you here.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. Absolutely. Hi.
Esther, hi. Good morning, ladies. I'm trying to figure out what to read next, as last night I finished my buddy read with Storm, and that was a wild ride, so I want something calming. Oh, wow.
Oh, a good cozy mystery is always calming to me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would go for that, or maybe a nice gentle chicklet would be a good one to think about.
Or Gladys Tabor.
Our girl Gladys. Yep. So I would go for something like that.
Yep. When I want calming, this is where I go, Miss Gladys.
I'm looking forward to my Miss Gladys reading. The Lost Coffee Mug. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Emily, I work remotely, so I'm in my home. Great.
That is where my husband's at right now.
I do bookkeeping, so just working with some numbers behind the scenes. Fantastic.
Excellent. Hello, Emily.
Hey, Emily, how are you? I hope you're well. So, yeah, thank you, ladies. This is great.
Thank you. Yay.
Well done. Well done, Emily, in finishing Cards of Prey. I am going to be stuck this Sunday when we have our live because I haven't read any of this series. Because I can't get it.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. I might be able to get it in one bookshop that's in the centre of Edinburgh. Now, I rarely go into the centre of Edinburgh. I'm going in August to go to the Edinburgh Book Festival. And I've where it is now, it used to be in St Andrew's Square, which is on the far end of Princes Street. No, Charlotte Square, far end of Princes Street. But they've now moved it way up to near Edinburgh University.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bookshop there called Blackwell's, which is kind of the university. It was like where a lot of the university students got their books. But I've seen on their website that they have Karina Moss. So fingers crossed, when I go in, I can actually go and get some.
Yeah. Do you read ebooks or no?
I do read ebooks, but you should see my ebook collection, cousin. Like there's over 100 on it.
I was just wondering if you could get an ebook, if that would be easier.
It might be. But I may try, but the point is that it means I'm going to having to use a certain.
I get it.
You know who I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having to use them for other things as well just now. It's like, oh.
I totally understand.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't get me wrong. I love my Kindle Paperwhite. I adore my Kindle Paperwhite. But there's something about having a physical book in my hand.
My tablet, my Kindle is full. I have so many things that I need to read, but there's something about actually holding a book in my hand and reading it. I'm the same way, to be honest. But sometimes it's like, it's so much easier. I'm taking a trip August 1st. I'll be gone August 1st to August 7th.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to Detroit. And my friend Jackie's book is being released the 29th of this month.
Nice.
And Tiffany has talked about it. It's called the Daphne Project. And her first book signing is August 2nd. So I'm going to go and
fantastic.
So I'm really excited about that. But I was like, I'm going to want to pack books. But luggage you have to pay per pound. So I'm like, that's when the ebooks. I'm just like, I'm going to load up the ebooks and whatever. But speaking of reading, Cousin. You and I talked earlier, but just to tell our friends out there, I am currently reading This Much Is True by Miriam Margolis. This is hysterical. I have laughed out loud multiple times. She talks about everything from, I'm just at the beginning. So she's talked about her family and like how she's grew up. And the last chapter I read, she was talking about when she started her period and how confusing Tampax were. And I'm dying laughing.
Yeah.
She is unhinged. She does not mince words. She's 80 and she does not care. And I am laughing hysterically at this. Last night I read a couple chapters in this. It's called Batten Down the Belfry by Diane Kelly.
Nice.
It's part of the House Flipper series. I'm really enjoying it. I just keep finding myself getting distracted by other things and I'm not reading as much.
Okay.
So,
well, last night I finished the Christmas Resolution by Kaylee Newell. I read this as it's a Harlequin special edition, so I used it as my pick for the Christmas in July that Storm and Sarah are doing. But I decided I need a palate cleanser. I've been reading so much I've read a lot of Christmas and I know I've got a number of Christmas arcs that I need to read. And I just need something away for romance. I've gone way left field. I've gone David Benjamin in the Fix. Mum and Dad have both read this. They've loved it. I do like me a good FBI adventure book, although I don't show that I read them that much, which maybe I should be doing. So I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, so it may take me a wee while, but at least I will get it read. But so what's Esther saying? Cannot get Gladys anywhere from any library, and I have to read ebooks due to eyes.
Oh, that stinks. Spring Harvest was the only thing I did in the book.
Yeah. Emily, wait, Fiona, are you in Scotland or England? My husband is Scottish heritage and I have English. I am Scottish, 100% Scottish. So, I'm proud to be a Scot. Do I want Scottish independence? Do I wheek? No way in the world do I want Scottish independence. Esther Jane, I went kicking and screaming to ebooks and wonder why I wanted when I couldn't get many books. I can understand that. I have to say I got Libby from because of where we live, we can get Edinburgh Library cards, which gives me access to Libby. I thought, yeah, great, Libby. I can get all the Cosy Mysteries. No. They don't give you I was looking last night, I thought I'd seen The Shell Seekers by Rosamund Pilcher in Waterston's in my latest video, in my latest vlog. Maybe we'll be able to get that on Libby. No. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting very frustrated. Emily, I'm half Slovak on my dad's side, and on my mum's side, I am English, Irish, and French with a little bit of Scots. We will take you 100%. You've got Scottish ancestry. Sonia, have you picked up The Enchanted Greenhouse?
I actually, I have it on hold at the library and it was in, but I've talked to Fiona and I think we're going to buddy read it later, so I let it go. Okay. And also with Garb August coming up, I have so many things I want to read for Garb August. I'm just going to garb the heck out of August. And everything from, I promised Sarah that I would read about Cousin Mark.
Yes, please. We need to look at Cousin Mark.
Yes, and this takes place in Scotland. So Ravenscraig is where.
Okay, that's near Glasgow.
So there's going to be a romance with Cousin Mark. We will see how that goes. I promised Sarah I would read this. So it was like, this is Garb August reading for sure. And then, of course, there may or may not be an alien or two in that somewhere. Sure, an alien, a cowboy, you never know.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 Harlequin Desire books for Garb August. So I thought, why not? Let's go for that. Esther, many libraries don't carry cozies, very much so, especially over here. Yeah, Libby and Hoopla depend on the library system. I find many more cozies in Hoopla. Not sure if that's international or just in the States. I've got a sneaking suspicion it's just in the States.
Yeah, He's on Hoopla.
Yeah. Emily, I purchased Enchanted Greenhouse but haven't read it yet. Emily, if you would like to buddy read it with Sonia and I in September, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah. I also I found this like for a nickel, and I know Garb August is also kind of about she talked about horror books, and I was like, this is like high school for me. Nightmare Hall, Book of Horrors, and I was like, I might try this too. Like I said, I just want to garb the heck out of August.
Good for you. Emily goes, yay, blue aliens. I had thought I might for Garb August if I can get one here quickly enough. Do you remember? Were they called Sweet Dreams?
Yes, I read every one of those in the library.
So I thought I've seen one that I think is for like £1.15 or something on where, and I thought, will I or won't you? Will I or won't I? So I might tonight go on and have a wee look and see if I can find one, because I think there's one that was called California Girl and it looks like she's a swimmer. So I thought that for me might be a good one to.
Yeah, I read A Sweet Dreams last year. It was a little girl. Our girl moved to Texas, and she was like from New York or something. So it was like a big culture change, and I honestly really kind of enjoyed it. It was kind of sweet, She even was like helping some immigrants, and I was like, oh, look at us, like in the 1980s doing some things, like that. So I thought it was good. I mean, it wasn't classic literature. It was it was what it was, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and they were of their time, and they were geared towards teenage girls.
I called them harlequin romances.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think they were that kind of an introduction to romance, but very gentle introduction to romance.
Yeah, very sweet, very cupcake, very I remember my library in middle school had two metal racks that rotated, and they were full of those. And by my end of my 7th grade year, I'd read both racks of books, and the librarian was like, I don't have any more. So I got a special pass to go over to the high school so I could go and check out more books. Because our middle school and high school was kind of on the same property. You just crossed the road. There was a crosswalk, and you cross the road and go to the next. So during library time, I would get a special pass to go over to the high school and check out books because I had already read all of the Sweet Dreams in the racks.
Oh, nice! That's really good. I mean, I know I used to get them. I don't know if I got them I don't think we got them library. Yeah, I think I got them from the bookshop. But I've got a sneaky suspicion I've probably got some up in the loft. Goodness knows where, buried under goodness knows what.
Yeah, I think I have some in my Pango store, to be honest. I think I put some in there after last year because if I find them, I usually pick them up just for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah.
Well, there was one that I was like, I'm not picking that up. It had a little girl on. I say little girl, little teenage girl, total 80s regalia. And the title of it was Don't Tell Me No. And I'm like, I'm not reading that.
I don't think so, yeah.
Maybe if that was dark romance, this is no. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Little creepy in the title.
Yeah, exactly. Emily's like, I would love to hop in on the buddy read, right? We'll get it organized, and we'll let you know. So are you doing any crafting at the moment, cousin, or is it too hot?
Well, my craft room is the only thing that's the coolest room in my house. So I have not really been crafting. I've just been writing a ton. I just kind of sit down and write out my thoughts or whatever it is, I have kind of a little book in my head going. So I don't know if I'll ever publish a book, to be honest. I do have several books written. And because to me, it's like, in Harry Potter where Dumbledore takes the thoughts and puts them in the pensieve. I need to do that too. Because if I got too much rumbling around in here, it gets ugly. So I've been doing a lot of writing. I made some pins. I did not make this. Jules made this one, but Jules kind of inspired me. These little pins with the little beads and stuff. When I was reading Peter Pan, she made this and sent it to me. I started making some pins like this because my friend Carmela, who owns the local used bookstore was like, make me some of those and I'll sell them. And so
Oh,
I just made some with like cats and animals,
nice.
whatever. And I don't charge much for them. It's just like a hobby and throw it together. But I've done a lot of that. I haven't really made any cards or anything. I just really haven't been in the mood.
Okay, cool.
How about you?
Well, I'm on a crochet kick at the moment, and I'm making myself a sleeveless sweater for the autumn. So that's the back so far.
That's beautiful.
So I sort of today I've started doing the sleeve, the sleeve hole. So that's what I've been doing. I do want to pick up my cross stitch.
You do beautiful work.
Thank you, honey. Yeah.
This stays here in case I ever get a little chill, which is not happening now.
Yeah.
But I always keep it right here.
Oh, I'm glad you still like it. So yeah, so I'm doing that. I do want to pick up my needle again and do some cross stitch. I have a project in mind, so I want to sort of maybe think about doing that. I am making some bookmarks at the moment. Because Sarah, the transplant group that Sarah was, is part of, they have a craft sale in November to raise funds. So I'd said to her ages ago, would you like some bookmarks? She went, oh, that'd be great. So I'm sort of making them at the moment. I'm trying to make some on the computer. I may do some hand-drawn ones and paint them. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But if it's a sunny day, I kind of just want to be outside, if I'm honest, in the afternoon reading. So I try to sort of make the morning kind of, shall we say, workish time. In the afternoon, just if it's sunny, I'm out in the sun.
I miss being outside. That's kind of like it's summer. I think I have the opposite of winter. People get winter blahs or what. I get summer blahs because I can't be outside. I miss walking by the lake. I miss because it's so, even if you get up at 5 a.m, it's so sweltering. You just, especially with the humidity. Now, Dan bought me a pool. And when I say he bought me a pool, it's a kiddie pool. I mean, you blow it up. You blow it up. But I was like, I'm going to blow that up and put that on my back porch and apologize to the neighbors now because I do plan to wear my bikini. And I'll fill it with water and sit out there and read just so I can be outside. I miss being outside. Yeah. My nephew came and mowed grass yesterday and he was like, you have your pool up yet? And I was like, nope. And I was like, I won't traumatize you. If you come by, I will not be in the pool. And he's like laughing. He's like shaking his head. But yesterday him mowing grass, I worried about him. It was, I had to take the hose to him afterwards.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good. So
summer, the 3 months you don't get to be outside. So
yeah, Emily, yikes! What a title! As in the Sweet
Cousin
Dreams.
Mark. Oh, I thought it was Cousin Mark. The
Sweet Dreams one. Yeah.
Don't Tell Me No.
Yeah, that's like they did have some very strange titles, in those things. It was like, mind you, I think it was because if you think, I don't know what it was like in the US, but we used to have there was a teen magazine called The Jackie, and they used to have various articles, and some of them were quite, you're like, why are you putting this in a teen magazine?
We had a magazine like that called Sassy. I don't know if people remember this, but it was it was kind of like Cosmopolitan, but for teenagers.
Yeah, that's what Jackie's like.
And it was like, now we had like Teen Bop and Teen Beat, and that was all like fame, like celebrity type stuff. Like, I had my Kirk Cameron poster and my Sean Astin, you know what I mean? And like all of those teen stars type things, gosh, I'm aging myself so much, but Johnny Depp and whatever, but Sassy was like, it was like Cosmopolitan for teenagers. And I found some old ones several years ago and was looking through them. I was like, but then again, I was reading Flowers in the Attic at 11 years old. So, It's definitely a different world we live in now.
Yes. I mean, you're saying that you'd like sort of teen stars on your when you're in your. My wall was covered with pictures of Sebastian Coe, Daley Thompson, all the athletes of the day in the 80s.
Yeah.
They were up my wall. All my autographed photographs of athletes were on my wall.
Yeah. I had some athletes on my wall too. You probably, it was hockey. It was St. Louis hockey, but I had a Brett Hull poster on my wall because he was cute at the time. And that's changed. God bless him. But we all age, and that's just life. But yeah, I mean, I remember those days too. I was absolutely obsessed with ice skating. My junior and senior year of high school in the 92 Olympics, I was so obsessed. And there was they called him Bowman the Showman. His name was Chris Bowman. I have pictures of him all over my wall. I loved him. And unfortunately, he passed away several years ago. But I was obsessed with ice skating.
Was he the guy that did the backflip?
Yes. Yes. And
one of his routines was to disco music, and he did a backflip.
Yes. But there's a couple other ones that did backflips too, but he was kind of edgy, he's like the bad boy of ice skating. And yeah, my little 15, 16-year-old self just thought that was the beast.
That's thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Emily's saying, I like the sun of summer, but it's so hot. With asthma and allergies to anything outside, there's a small window of time in the here where I can handle being outside. Yep, totally understand that.
Yeah.
Emily, I'm with you in being outside in the summer. It's too hot to do much of anything. It zaps me. We're planning to fall foliage trip in October. Oh, wow. It'll be much better to sit out by the lake when it's the 60s. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that would be if I were going to go camping, I would want to go in October, November.
Hello, Bargain Counter. Sorry, I'm a little late. Got caught up organizing booths. That is no problem. We're very glad you're here.
Yeah.
Emily, Chris Bowman was kind of sad. I think he was an addict, but yes, he was cute.
Yeah. And ice skaters or anybody who's on ice, they have the best backsides.
Oh yeah, I mean. I have to say, we love Torval and Dean over here.
Yes, yeah. I love Torval and Dean, absolutely.
Yeah. I remember going to see my grandparents on my mum's side. Took me down to London to visit my uncle and my aunt, and I was about 12 or 13, and they arranged that we were going to go and see a musical. And I'm like, all right, great, fine, no problem. I went, what are we going to see? They went, Barnum. I'm like, okay. I said, who does it star? And they went, Michael Crawford. Now, over here, Michael Crawford was known for Some Mothers Do Have Him. And it was Michael Crawford that was playing the part of P.T. Barnum. He did all his own stunts. His voice is amazing.
Yes, he's the original Phantom of the Opera.
I was like, whoa. Yes. He did Barnum before he did Phantom. And I was like, I'm not joking. I was mesmerized at that show. And of course, when Torval and Dean did Barnum as one of the routines, he was part of the whole process of them trying to. It was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can remember him as Phantom of the Opera as well.
Oh,
didn't get to see Phantom. Is it?
I've seen it 13 times.
I have to say, I like Les Mis, but I absolutely weep buckets at Les Mis.
Oh, Les Mis is gutted. We call it Les Miserable because you are miserable through the whole show. Because yes, it guts me. And I love Miss Saigon too, but it guts me as well. I have to bring a box of tissues with me. Yeah. My roommate Josh and I, when we lived together, we lived in St. Louis, so we have two pretty big theater. We have the outdoor Muni Theater, which just won a Tony, by the way.
Oh, wow.
So we have an outdoor theater, and then we have, a nice indoor theater too. And we would always buy season tickets to one or the other, and then give them to each other for Christmas. So we would go to multiple shows, and then we always had dates because I was like, I'll go with you, you go with me, we get to go to shows.
Yeah.
And when we lived together, I went to a ton of shows, but I will say Wicked was probably one of my most favorites. But Phantom is just.
Yeah. What else? The other one, I don't know if you've heard of or seen him, but I think I sent you a video. Michael Ball,
I
who
think so.
he does musical theatre over here. He was the original Marius in Les Mis. But he did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Playing Caractacus Potts. He was brilliant, and he was also Edna Turnblad in Yep, he did that. He was excellent. But I think what he will probably be known most for was he was the original Alex in, oh my goodness, the name is just going out of my head, Aspects of Love.
Gotcha.
Oh,
see, you've said Marius, and don't break heart, Monsieur Marius. I won't feel any pain. See, I already have goosebumps. I would have bawled.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Oh, and his rendition of Empty Chairs, Empty Tables. Oh my word! It's like
yes. Yes. Bring Him Home. I can't even talk about it. I'm gonna cry. But Bring Him Home reminds me of my brother. And I'm weeping. And the last time I saw Les Mis, the man who sang it was a local guy, but oh my, like I felt he literally went in and just took my heart and went, because I'm just like, ah! It was bad. It was ugly. I wore eyelashes. I had an eyelash. It was bad. It was so bad. But it's a great show. It really is a great show. And I saw I saw it at the outdoor theater and the indoor theater and Miss Saigon. I saw it at the outdoor theater, and they landed an actual helicopter.
Wow.
Which you could feel. I mean, you want to talk about being immersed in the experience, you know.
And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, they had the car flying over the audience.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it was brilliant.
Have you ever seen Lion King?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
I'd probably weep at that.
I'm sitting, I have an edge, and I see this like huge, like gray, and it's an elephant leg, and it looks like an elephant leg, walk by me and just do this. And I look, and I was like, it was like I was at the zoo, but it was a person in costume. And then the giraffe, like they all came down, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how they did. I got to go backstage and meet all the actors and stuff. It was so cool to see all the costuming, and that's an incredible show.
The other one that I saw when I was younger was Starlight Express, and they had the ice rink, the skating rink going round the auditorium and past it, up in the balcony. You had the guy, and I'm like, how the heck are you staying on there?
Yeah, well. One of the first shows I saw was Hair, and I didn't realize there was there's a nude scene in Hair, and I was quite surprised by that. But I did enjoy it just because it was a nude scene. I'm not that pervy, but I didn't actually enjoy the show because it was all that 60s, it was a give me something with hair, long, beautiful hair, and they do all the dancing and the Aquarius. I loved it. It was fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see what Emily agreed. My ice skating crush was Sergei
Grinkov.
Oh, wow.
I remember Sergei Grinkov.
I saw a production in the West End.
Cool.
In 1986. Barnum, I mean. Yeah. Was Michael Crawford still doing Barnum at that time, or was there somebody else? I don't know. After reading The Phantom of the Opera, I can't look at the musical the same way. I've read the book as well, so Emily, The Lion King is amazing. The puppet work is stunning. Okay. My dad played Hair for my sister's bedtime music. Okay. I've never actually seen that movie or that musical. So
it's not something. It's not a Les Mis. It's not. It's just fun.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
And I mean, you've got to say another fun musical, Mamma Mia, is just.
Oh, I loved Mamma Mia. My boys just did Mamma Mia.
I know, I saw.
Oh, it was so good. I love Mamma Mia.
It is. Yes, I believe they're possibly bringing out Mamma Mia 3.
That's what they're talking about.
So, I'm probably going to be. There are a lot of people who go, "Oh, Fiona, come on," but loads of people absolutely over here hammered Pierce Brosnan and Colin Firth for their singing.
Oh, Colin Firth or Pierce Brosnan could not sing a lick. He's so tough.
I know, but I still enjoyed his
But I
performance.
enjoyed it too because it made it more real. When you have
Yes.
people who are like spot on singers sometimes that are thrown in that sort of it, it does kind of come out as, you know, if it's a play production, I understand that. But in a movie, it's kind of like it makes it a little more real. I don't, you know, and you when you cast certain people, sometimes people can't sing. When I was in high school, they did Oklahoma. I was a freshman, and they cast seniors because, you know, it was their last show. Well, the person that they cast for Ado Annie could not sing. Guess who did her off voice? Me.
Wow.
Because she didn't have a loud enough register,
Mhm.
and Ado Annie is very loud.
Mhm.
So, you know, I did a lot of off register for her because she couldn't sing. But
Mhm.
sometimes you put, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My boys, my Christian played Sam, the dad, the love interest,
Mhm.
and then my Benjamin played Sky.
Okay.
And it was my favorite play I've ever seen. But then again, I'm
Oh, bless. Oh, that's so nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm trying to talk Benjamin into doing theater in college, but he's not.
Mm, okay. Bargain said, I saw Michael Crawford as an American. I had no idea who he was. Okay. So some mothers to have him didn't maybe get over. Emily, my favorite music is the chorus line. Okay, cool. I don't think I've actually ever seen that. But if I remember rightly, having read lady who played Emily Bishop in Gilmore Girls.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yes. The third Gilmore Girl.
The third Gilmore Girl book. She was in the original of A Chorus Line. She was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. I saw it. It wasn't until after I'd read the book I went, wait a minute, you played Baby's mother in
Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
We don't put Baby in a corner.
No, we don't put Baby. So yeah, so that's that. So do you still sing a lot, or is it just for your own pleasure at home?
Just for my own. I've lost a lot. My register has completely changed with age because I used to be a first soprano and like almost, you know, glass shatter almost. I can't hit those notes anymore. I have to. I've had to change songs that I like to sing and who I like to sing with because of the register change. I actually have a kind of a smooth Stevie Nicks voice now because when I was younger, I had to struggle for that because my register was higher. I sing for fun. I don't. We've talked about because our community has a community theater that they do. And there's a few plays that if they did, I'd be like, all right, I would try out for that. But I don't know. I think that part of my life has passed. I mean, I sang in high school. I had 3 music classes my senior year of high school. So I was constantly singing and did theater high school. I did a little bit in college. I did burlesque after college, which I did a lot of singing in that. But besides school and, you know, teaching school, and I taught drama class I sponsored a drama club for 11 years for the elementary school. And did singing with that. Like I rewrote Hairspray and wrote it about our school and it. So it was, instead of saying Good Morning Baltimore, it was Good Morning Coleman School. And we sang the whole song, you know. But I don't know. I like to sing. I'm a theater singer. I'm not going to get up and sing something beautiful and make people cry. That is not me. I am a theater singer.
Okay.
You will hear me and it's clear.
Yeah, but it's interesting what you're saying about your register. With my asthma, if I have a chest infection, my register will drop again. I mean, I was first soprano. I'm now probably very much probably second soprano alto.
Yeah.
But I can't get down to the bass notes as well. You know, so it's like when if Mum and Dad and I or Martin are doing a show, it's like instead of setting the notes, the music for Mum or Dad, it has to be set for me because so that I'm at least gonna be able to get some of it, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, I find myself singing, you know, like songs that I've sang all my life.
Mhm.
just, listening on the radio or whatever, like
Yeah.
70s, 80s music,
Mhm.
and feel myself struggling
Mhm.
to hit those notes. And I was like, man,
Yeah.
I used to just belt this. What's wrong? And then I'm like, I've aged. As you
Mhm.
age, your register drops.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have 3 choir classes a day
No.
anymore.
No. Yeah. True. So, Vargas
Kelly Bishop.
Kelly Bishop originated the role of Sheila in Chorus Line. Thank you. That's glad we were reminded as to who it was. So, yeah.
I was telling Benjamin that if the local theater group did Chicago,
Okay.
that I would try out for Mama Morton,
Oh,
because
nice.
I definitely have the register for that.
Mhm.
And I was like, but you have to be Billy Flynn. And he was like, I would totally try out for Billy Flynn.
Oh, good. Oh, maybe you should tell them that you want them to do it.
I think a lot of it is cost too. Like,
Yeah.
some of the bigger musicals are really expensive, and this is a volunteer,
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Cool. So, what have you got? What have you got? Any plans for like this weekend coming? Have you got anything you're planning and doing?
Well, today, I am meeting Laura from Laura Reed's
Yeah.
for dinner tonight. They just got a bunny in their house. They have a pet bunny.
Oh, wow.
And rabbits are my favorite animals, so I'm gonna go snuggle a bunny after we go eat. Today, I think my mother-in-law is coming out. They're doing some spraying of her house, so I think she's going to be here for a little bit. We get told that, and then it doesn't always happen, so who knows. I have found out that I have to get a real ID to get on a plane. I didn't realize this, so tomorrow I will be running to my hometown to get a copy of my marriage certificate, and getting my real ID, because I am leaving August 1st to take a trip to Detroit, and I will be gone till the 7th.
Okay, so by real ID, would your driver's license not work?
No, and they have passed this law. I didn't realize. I don't travel often. I haven't been on a plane since 2010, maybe 2011. So we always drive when we travel because Dan doesn't want to get on a plane.
Okay.
So I was like, didn't realize this was something I had to do. And apparently it's really easy for men to do this, but you have to have all of your marriage certificates. You have to have a copy. If you're divorced, you have to have a copy of your divorce. If your name has changed, you have to have 2 proofs of all of this stuff. I don't know why it's so difficult for women. I have some ideas why it's difficult for women, but I won't go there. And so now it's like I have to get this real ID before I fly.
Oh gosh.
So that's going to be my focus. And we have in our state, you have to do license registry every 1 or 2 years, depending on how many you buy or whatever. But you have to get your car inspected to make sure it's safe. And then you have to do your personal property tax and all of this. So I've been working on that for the last 2 weeks and finished that yesterday. And it's just like, it's all of this busy. And I'm thankful I have the time. I only work part-time. So I'm thankful I have the time and I can do it. But still, it's just like, it's a pain in the arse.
Yeah, I can understand that. Right, okay. I've got some more comments to go. Hey Storm, how are you? Thank you for popping in. We're glad you're here. Bargain counter. Before I give a presentation, I sing along to Razzle Dazzle on repeat.
I love it. Give old razzle dazzle, razzle dazzle. I love it.
Cool. Bargain saying hi to Storm. Emily, I sing along to anything, mostly harmony. Cool, I like that. Emily, if you have a valid passport, you can use that too.
I don't have a passport.
Oh man.
Never been out of the United States.
Hurry up and get one so you can come over here.
I'm trying.
Hi Rebecca, how are you? Rebecca saying, hi ladies, I'm assuming you don't have a passport since you don't fly a lot.
Nope.
Emily, Real ID is now your license. You need to have your original birth certificate too. My seal was just barely raised. They almost denied me the Real ID. Oh my good grief. Oh no, that sounds an absolute pain. Over here, if you're traveling, if I was flying, say, from here to London, as long as I have my driver's license, which has got a photo on it, I'm okay.
That's how it used to be here too.
I don't need. But if I'm going anywhere out with the UK, I need my passport. So
Yeah, it used to be that way too, but apparently May last year it changed, and you have to have all of this other information. It's just like, it's just a pain. But and I won't have like the actual license. They'll have to take my paperwork, and I've heard they give people trouble for that, but I can only do what I can do. I didn't know.
So how long will it take you to drive to your hometown and back?
About an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, well.
It's not super far. It's just kind of a pain in the arse. Like I said, I've got to do that and then get to the DMV, and, and then it's a cost, of course, because, we love money here.
Oh, absolutely. And everyone's so much of it that it's spent.
Well, and I was like, do you want a blood sample? You want my bra size? I mean, I feel like that this is pretty much what we're going to have to go to here to get anything done.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Emily, it's definitely a pain in the butt. Hopefully you get it sorted out. Absolutely. The Real ID was supposed to be in effect before 2020, but the pandemic pushed things back. It's just
because I had my license renewed in 2023.
Okay.
And no one said, hey, you want to get a real. I didn't know renewed it.
That's ridiculous. Hi, Carmen. I hope you're well, and thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. That is a pain. So will you be able to get all of that done tomorrow, or is it going to roll over into the weekend?
I'm gonna hope so. I won't be able to do it on the weekend because they're closed. So I am getting up early tomorrow and heading south and grabbing that. I might, if I can, just go to the license bureau in my hometown. I should be able to do that and just take care of it while I'm there.
That might be a good idea.
Instead of driving back here. But I will say, yesterday when I went to get my tags, it was very, like, I was in and out. I didn't have to wait. Normally you have to wait. The last time I went, I had to wait 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, thank goodness for ebooks.
Yeah, absolutely. Kindles can go everywhere, or books can go everywhere. Emily, lost in the library. I have a fun book question. What is your favorite book you've read in the past month? Oh my gosh!
I know.
You go first.
My most favorite book that I have read in the past month, and I never get the title right, so I'm looking it up because if I don't, I will totally butcher the title. But it is A Showgirl's Rules to Falling in Love by Alice Murphy. This book,
that looks gorgeous.
It was incredible. I loved this so much because it was told from the perspective of a historian about the early 1900s, like late 1890 to 1900s, and how vaudeville and burlesque was so popular, and how all this. But it's a story of one man and one vaudevillian performer and their history together. And the main character's name is Evelyn Cross. And as I'm reading this, I've never felt so connected to a main character, because I think that if I would have been alive in that time, I probably would have been an Evelyn Cross.
Oh, that sounds
so great. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so romantic. It was so, but it was also poignant and spoke to the time. And, and she's sassy and she's plus sized, and how, during this time period where we started to transition from, bodies being beautiful to you have to look like that, and I learned there was history in it too. I didn't realize this, but there were plus size burlesque troops that toured the United States at these times. Amazing. That were sponsored by, one of them was called the beef industry, I think. But I started looking them up, and like, it was this beautiful troupe of women. They had to be over 200 pounds to be in this. And like, they were gorgeous. And I'm like going, oh my gosh. And I, as someone who's performed burlesque, I was like, I thought I knew everything. Well, I did not. So it shot me down a rabbit hole, and a good book does that.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I'm going to choose Love and Lattes at Pumpkin Hollow by Victoria Walters. I got it as an e-arc, so I don't have the actual physical book with me here, because it was an e-arc, but I'm definitely going to get it when it comes out. It comes out, hold on, I can tell you exactly when it comes out, because no, that's that one. Gosh, come on, Fiona. It comes out on the 4th of August. And it is about a girl who lives on a farm with her father, and the farm isn't doing so well, and they need to find a way of bringing in more revenue. And there's a real estate agent or real estate developer who wants the farm, and she goes, give me 6 weeks to turn this into a pumpkin patch. If it's successful, you walk away. If it's not successful, we sell to you. And part of the deal is that the real estate person has to stay on the farm for those 6 weeks to help her out. So it's like there's a romance there, but it's all about how she sets up the pumpkin farm and how the town become involved as well. It was absolutely delightful. Gave me wonderful, wonderful cozy autumnal vibes.
I think I have that arc. The more you talk about it, I think I have it.
It's the first book in her new series. So so that would be one of my favorites. So Emily, when I got my license renewed before 2020, they gave me the choice between regular and Real ID and told me that everything would be moving to Real ID in a year or so. So I went Real ID.
Yeah, I was not told that.
And the other Emily, that sounds so interesting, Sonia. Yeah, it does. I mean, I think it's great that we're getting more books that have more diverse characters.
Well, I think about like body representation. That's because, I mean, that's where I've always fallen. The whole reason that I picked up a cozy mystery is because that was like one of the first books that I read that had a plus size heroine that wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
That we didn't make fun of her body. We didn't, she was like unapologetically herself. And that book was by Sue-Ann Jafarian. It was called the Odelia Gray Mysteries. And then I picked up G.A. McKevitt's the Savannah Reed Mysteries, and Lynn Murray has a series, can't remember, but I started finding like plus size main characters, like people with bodies who look like mine, and they not be the joke that they're like, you know, they had relationships and they had, you know, they just had regular lives, and it wasn't a thing, and it wasn't fetishized, you know. It was, and that's kind of where that's why I started Cozy Mysteries 20 something years ago, is because I've actually found and really stopped reading romance then too, because I was like, they're either Disney-fied women who are, you know, 19 and skin, you know, in perfect Disney bodies, and there's nothing wrong with being skinny, but all bodies are beautiful. Yeah, but it's like I couldn't connect to that as a 30-year-old woman with, you know, a curvy body. I couldn't connect to that. Yeah. But now I'm finding, I think that's why I'm delving more into romance again, because I was like, there's actually people who I can connect to. You know, we're having romances with 50-year-old people, like in role playing, and, you know,
I need to get that book.
That book is incredible.
So let's see. Okay. Emily, that sounds so cozy. What was the name of the book? It's called Love and Lattes at Pumpkin Hollow by Victoria Walters. She is a British author, and she's an absolutely delightful lady. So I really enjoy her books. So hopefully you'll.
So Fiona, I have a quick question for you. You read a school series.
The Shalley School.
What is it again?
The Shalley School by Eleanor M. Brent Dyer.
Okay. Miriam mentions that those were some of her favorite books to read.
Oh, they are just so good.
So when she mentioned it, I was like, I know I've heard that. And I thought of you. So it was like, that's some of her favorite books.
Yeah, they are just delightful school stories. They really are. Emily, favorite book this month was Bluebird. It's about a girl who came to the US post World War II. She was the daughter of a German Nazi doctor, and things I didn't know about the US post World War were shocking. Wow. Emily, Lost in the Library. Representation is so important. Absolutely. Emily, in romances, they are always, oh, she seems plain, but we will just give her a makeover, and who knew she's actually hot? Yeah.
Well, something that, yeah, Emily loved role playing too. Something else that I noticed probably, I don't know, 20, 25 years ago in romance was if there was a plus size main character, it was always the revenge plot. Like
Yeah.
she starts off fat and then she loses all this weight and then everybody
Yeah.
wants her.
Mhm.
And it's like, and as someone who's going through a weight loss journey, I understand
Mhm.
the importance of it to me,
Yeah.
but it has to, for me, it's my health. It's not,
Yes.
I'm not trying to lose all this weight because then I want to put on a certain dress and be like,
No.
let everybody in my town see me like, oh, I'm hot now because I'm thin.
Yeah.
And,
No.
and that to me that's almost as fetishizing it as,
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't know. I love now that they're like talking about, that there's desire, that you can be desired at any size, that
Yes.
beauty doesn't go in
No.
certain numbers.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, Emily. Thank you for that. I have seen that book. The cover's so cute. It is. I'm so glad it's so cozy. I'll have to move up my list. Please do. It is wonderful. Yes, the overpet person doesn't deserve love until they lose weight. That's a load of baloney.
I agree.
Oh, the whole revenge body garbage. Absolutely. I mean, I'm sort of. I've been slim all my life because I did so much sport. But then when ME hit, when menopause hit, I've put on some poundage, and I'm not happy about it. It's not because I appreciate, I love what my body does. I love what my body can do for me. But I know that I need to drop a few pounds because if I don't, I'm going to end up with some health issues. So I am trying to cut down the extra calories if I can.
Well, and what you said there is exactly true. I think it's important. I think as women we're taught to hate our bodies.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, like you said, my body does wonderful things for me. And as someone who I weigh in on Wednesday, I'm at 88 pounds now. I've lost 88 pounds, which I'm thrilled with, but it doesn't, I don't sit here and think of this body and be like, oh, that one was so much better than the other one. It wasn't.
No.
It just, knowing this is a journey. It's not something that's happened overnight. It'll be 3 years in September when I really officially kind of started working on it.
Yeah.
And we have to realize that, I loved my body 88 pounds ago because it did a lot for me.
Yeah.
I don't just love it now because now it's smaller. And trying to put people in smaller boxes or making them try to be smaller and apologizing for the space they take up is detrimental to people. And that as a society, it's something we need to stop. And also looking for other people to validate our body.
Yeah, exactly. Emily, but what happens when they have children and perimenopausal sexes? Absolutely. My favorite book of the last month, this is Emily again, was Meet Me in Monaco by Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb. It's a historical fiction that ties in Grace Kelly. Wow. Love story post-war Europe, so atmospheric. That sounds amazing. That does sound really good. And Bargain, Emily's excellent epics. In my experience, I've been too busy dealing with hot flushes to care and too forgetful to remember to care. Yeah, I have to say, I have been very lucky. The hot flushes were not that bad. I was so lucky. I am very grateful that that part of my life was quite easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hot flashes, like I woke up this morning and I was really hot. It was like kick off the covers and, it's annoying. And, sometimes the sweat, but I mean, how do I know if it's a hot flash or it's just hot as Hades outside? But, there are other things like the brain fog drives me crazy when I'm right in the middle of talking about something and my brain has just went and I'm like, I can't put the words together. No. As someone who speaks for a living, it's just like, ugh, it drives me crazy.
Yeah, you can be talking about something you want to say, and you're like, it's yes. Oh. Emily at Bargain Country, there's a woman on Instagram who runs the We Don't Care Club. She's hysterical. Oh wow. And then Bargain again. I asked my mom how long her hot flushes lasted, and she got the sheepish look and confessed the awful truth. She never had them. Some folk are very fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And Bargain saying to Emily, thanks, I'll be sure to check it out. So, yeah, so what time are you going out for dinner tonight, honey?
I'm leaving here at 5.
Okay, so give me some time.
Because Dan gets off at 5, and if his mom is still here, I'll leave, and then she'll be able to visit with Dan.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I will take one more comment, and then we can give it a wrap. Emily, hot flashes suck. I sleep with 2 fans blowing on high on me throughout the year, and I have a fan blowing on me at work. My students complain it's cold. I tell them to wear layers. Well done, Emily. Well, I think we said we'd do an hour.
Yep.
We're on the hour. So
we're on the hour. Well, do you have anything coming up on your channel before we?
Tomorrow, I will do my weekend reads video that'll go out tomorrow. I'll be on Tiffany's live on Sunday, and then I think I've got a tag video that M from M's Books Are Everywhere tagged me to do. So I've got that coming out on Monday. So, and then my vlog will be next week. How about you?
I am way behind on tag videos. Amy Marie tagged me in something. Sister Tammy at Believe in Yourself has tagged me in something. I need to do some tag videos. I just did a video last week with, I did a book haul video, and did a couple actually. So that's kind of been where my brain has been at. I do need to do some catch up videos, but I have to focus on some other things first and get that done, and then be like, okay. As far as this weekend goes, I don't really have weekend plans, but that can change in the blink of an eye. So who knows?
The last 2 comments. Thanks, ladies. Just finishing up my tea with a lovely morning chat. So glad you enjoyed it, Emily. Thank you very much. And Emily, the other Emily, thanks for the chat. You're more than welcome. As I say, we hope to make this a monthly live, and next month will be on Sonia's channel, hopefully.
We'll see if I can figure it out.
What I will do is I will send you the link of the video that I watched, and the woman from StreamYard talk me through this. So I'll send you that so that you can copy it, and I'll help you if I need to. But at the moment, friends, that's it. We're going to go quickly backstage to say goodbye to each other, but we will see you next week. Or next, we'll see you on Sunday for Tiffany's live, and we'll see you next month. Bye, friends. Bye.